strawberry sandwich. It's actually 2 sandwiches and it's basically 1 pocket. Ah, right, it's just basically a strawberry jam sandwich. It's okay. So today I am going to Autoselect, which is a store which focuses on GTRs. And I figured that would be a nice break from all the Honda stuff we do. I never noticed this before, but I just noticed this morning. But right next to my house, like 40 meters, there's a small tuning shop. I think they wrap cars or something. Pretty cool though. I believe that's a Toyota Will, which is probably the ugliest car Toyota ever made. And it's also named after my dad. So behind me is Autoselect. It's a small little building you can see over there. Now when I went this way I thought like, oh wait, Balter has a Skyline. Maybe they have something cool for Balter. So if they have some R32 stuff, I'm going to check it out, but I'm kind of afraid that they're more of the R35 and R34 types, but we're gonna see. When I first arrived at Autoselect, I was greeted by Fifi, who might just be the sweetest guard dog I have ever seen. But quickly after that I found Sawa-san working on a very impressive Nissan GTR. But in order to properly understand how Autoselect came to be, we have to go back into the past. It all started in the late 70s when Ichiro Sawa wanted to make his car go faster. He started working on its carburetor and noticed that he was able to get more power out of it than most other people. Local car tuners started to notice and asked him if he could tune their cars as well. Their customer base started to grow, and in the early 80s the two brothers decided to start their own company. They also expanded their knowledge from NA carbureted cars to fuel injection and turboed cars. One of their first demo cars that is still proudly framed in their showroom was this blue 3rd generation Wonder Civic. Now, since this is still Osaka, I asked if it was an old Kanjo racer, but Sawa-san told me that it was mostly used for other types of races. Still, I think it's interesting to see that a Wonder Civic played an important role in the history of all these Osaka-based garages. Instead of focusing on Hondas, however, Autoselect decided to make all kinds of cars go faster. Imprezas, RX-7s, S2000s, etc. You name it and they will work on it. However, if I would name one car that will be considered their specialty, it would be the Nissan GTRs. Well, as you can see, I'm currently inside. I'm allowed to film everything. Only one thing I'm not allowed to film, and those are the license plates. So if you see me occasionally make some weird shots with some weird angles and don't take full shots of the car, it's because it has the license plate, and you know, it's really hard to get rid of license plates in video, so I'll just prefer to do it like that. Since Autoselect is based in the Kansai area, there are a lot of racetracks nearby, and because of that, a lot of their customers are heavily into time attack. The GTRs with their 4-wheel drive are of course one of the most used cars for these events, and it was no surprise to see a couple of R35 GTRs being worked on at the garage area. I was a real big fan of the matte grey R35 with blue accents and red Folk Racing wheels. I think I spent way too long looking at what looked like a high-performance pie-cut titanium exhaust. I just thought that looked super awesome. There was also a grey Nissan Skyline R33 GTR on the dyno, presumably getting some ECU work done. Although this car was still street legal, it was very clear to see that this was a very serious track car. The car was caged with a stripped out interior with an RD steering wheel and some Recaro seat. Exterior wise, it was mostly stock looking with some serious carbon fiber add-ons, and just look at that battle damage up front. I love it. But I think that my personal favorite car was the R34 Yellow Shark demo car. This project car has been in possession of Autoselect since 1999 and was used to fine-tune the lineup of performance parts for the R34 chassis. The fact that it's still regularly used for track days and time attacks to this day just shows the amount of passion behind Autoselect. As you can imagine, the specs list of this car is way too big to list, since literally every aspect of this car has been worked on and perfected over the last 20 years. My personal favorite upgrades on this car were the Trust 2.7 liter stroker kit, the liquid cooled front brakes and the full carbon fiber body kit. Since it was a yellow Skyline, I just kept thinking of Balter and his yellow R32 Skyline, so I asked Sawa-san if he had some decals for sale. He gave me this awesome iridescent decal, which I will give to Wouter for his Skyline project. After that, Andrea just showed me his personal R35 Skyline, but they both very politely asked me not to film any of the project cars and customer cars in the backlot, so unfortunately I cannot show you any of that. But it was getting late anyway, so it was about time for me to head home. So what did I get at Autoselect? Naturally, I bought an R35 Skyline there with a lot of modifications and 900 horsepower. Now, I wish that was the case, but I did get this Autoselect decal with a cool iridescent hue and a gold tone if there's no light shining on it. It was actually given to me as a gift, so thank you very much for that. It's gonna go on Balter, his R32 Skyline, because I think that of all the shops that I visited, this shop would be the most suitable for Balter. And what did I think of the shop? I think it was a great shop to go to. It was fun, the ambience was very good there. Now, there was actually a whole lot more going on in the film, which you couldn't see in the video because the owner would prefer me to not have filmed that, which I can highly respect. And if you're actually going there, you would probably see a lot more than that you've seen in this video. So if you already liked what you've seen in the video, I can highly recommend you going there and taking a look for yourself, especially if you own a GTR yourself. So yeah guys, that's it for today. I hope you guys liked it. Leave a like if you did and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.